Rainbow of decorator sheet sets starting at $19.99 and save 25% on satin comforters with special savings on waterbeds and furniture.
Everything under the rainbow at spectacular savings this week at Sun Valley Waterbeds.
An aquatennial workout of the toughest sort is on the blocks for Saturday. The City of the Lakes Triathlon will test the skills of more than 1,000 athletes who will swim, bike, and run their way to the finish line. 2 races are scheduled. The short race will include a 0.6 kilometer swim, a 20K bike ride, and a 5K run. The longer race is a 1.3K swim, 40 kilometers on the bike, ending with a 10K run. And if you want to get in on the grueling event, aquatennial officials say there are still slots open. I know that's what the both of you will be doing, running right out there.
Yeah, it's too bad I sprained my ankle on that 200-mile run I was just in.
Yeah,
I had hoped to get in, but I can't swim, I can't bike, and I can't run. So
we are a mess, aren't we?
So there's no hope. Oh, speaking of no hope, that was kind of the whole story in the baseball game tonight. The Twins knew that they had a tiger by the tail tonight when all-star starter Jack Morris from St. Paul took the mound for the Detroit Tigers. We go to the scoreboard. The game just ended, and Detroit wins it 7-2. Really a nice pitching job by Jack Morris. Highlights in the game: Detroit leading 1-0 fourth inning. Barbero Garbe golfs this. Frank Viola pitched in the left field seats, and that made it 2-0 Detroit. Now here's a play that really hurt the Twins. Watch this. Marty Castillo's fly ball misplayed by Kirby Puckett. He comes over, nonchalants the ball, lost it, I guess. Chet Lemon scores a 3-base error for the normally sure-handed Puckett. Jack Morris had been tough, but then Randy Bush liked that pitch in the 8th inning, a 2-run homer. That made it 4-2, and that was the last hurrah. Detroit scored 3 times in the 9th. They have just won it by a score of 7-2. Same teams tomorrow night at the Dome. Let's go to the scoreboard now. Other games in the American League. Toronto over California, so that helps the Twins. Baltimore leading the White Sox in the 9th inning. Oakland 10-2 over Milwaukee in the 9th. Milwaukee, didn't they lose it after they were in the World Series? That's amazing. Boston over Seattle 5-3 in the National League. Atlanta and Philadelphia deadlocked in the 9th inning. Then we have St. Louis. They're rolling right along. They beat San Diego. Montreal over Cincinnati 1-0. San Francisco over Pittsburgh 4-3. The New York Mets 6-3 over Houston. Dwight Gooden, his 15th win. And the Chicago Cubs in L.A. no score in the 3rd inning. As part of the Aquatennial festivities this weekend, the Formula One Grand Prix Tour makes a stop along the Mississippi River. Today, our Steve Carroll stepped into one of those racing boats, and he got the ride of his life.
This way you can float around for a couple of days. Good.
That wasn't exactly what I needed to hear as I strapped on my life jacket. I was obviously nervous about the ride, and it showed.
I'll let you grab it like that and just sort of stretch it, and then it'll go on a little easier, yeah. Just grab it by the straps. There you go. That one feel okay?
Yeah, that's fine. Finally, geared up and ready to go, driver John Parker assured me everything would be fine.
You'll be really surprised. A lot of people have, hesitations and reservations before they take a ride, and when they come in, they say, geez, that's really pretty safe, and it's exciting. It really is safe. It has to be. At the speeds we're going, it's got to be safe.
At least, that made me feel better. But when the engine started, I got a lump in my throat, and my stomach sank to the bottom of the mighty Mississippi. A relaxing cruise on the Mississippi it wasn't, and needless to say, I was relieved to be back on land.
That's the fastest ride I've ever been in.
Well, you're probably running, did you look at the tachometer and the steering wheel at all? You did? You're probably running probably 110 plus.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, if I would have known that beforehand, I probably wouldn't have gone. But that's okay, it was fun, and truly a thrill of a lifetime. Steve Carroll, News 11 Sports.
I can identify with that. I rode in a flat-bottom racing boat on the Mississippi. It did 110, not quite as fast as Steve. They do not let you wear, you're not buckled to your seat. If you fly off the seat, you have a parachute that stops you from skidding across the water. It is quite a ride. Well, tomorrow marks the opening round of the annual National Car Open Golf Tournament at Bunker Hills Golf Course in Coon Rapids. Today, an 18-hole Pro-Am. It was a scramble tournament held to kick off the event. Our Jeff Passel was among the foursome, and he was in there with Dave Haverly, the former Big Ten champion. They will be teeing off for real tomorrow at 7:30 in the morning. Another good payoff for today's Daily Double at Canterbury Downs. If you had numbers 6 and number 7, Champagne Pete and Bold Stance, then you would have won $75.40. The crowd today, 10,002, and the money's bet $717,000, $285. That's an average of a little over $70 per better. A couple of notes right now. The Minnesota Vikings are 5 out of 15 so far in the signing of draft choices. Top choice, Chris Dolman, is reported to be much closer to signing. And in pro tennis, Wimbledon champion Boris Becker from Germany and Czechoslovakian Yvonne Lindell have advanced to the quarterfinals of the U.S. Clay Court Championships at Indianapolis. And Ray Floyd leads the Greater Hartford Open. I will never forget the boat ride along the Mississippi Rivers about 8 years ago. I said I always wanted to see Anoka, but not on the fly.
It's a little too fast for me. Thanks, Tommy. Next up tonight, ready, aim, fire.
We'll tell you about the largest fireworks show in the Twin Cities history and what it takes to put it on. That story on News 11 Extra next.
I have been programmed to present Dial Big League's baseball game. It's the Baseball Touchtone Trivia Game, where you can win gift certificates for official baseball merchandise from your favorite Major League team. Can you beat the computer? Just dial 976-5555 from any Touchtone phone. Correctly answer 3 questions about Major League Baseball, and you win a certificate. Try it. 976-5555. Only 49 cents to play the game. Play ball.
Pizza Chef can satisfy that late-night craving you're having for pizza, the best in town. Barbecue beef ribs, buckets of chicken, shrimp in a basket, Italian-style lasagna, baked rigatoni, hamburgers with cheese and bacon, even a liter of Pepsi. So what are you waiting for? Call Pizza Chef at 871-4471 for citywide delivery right now.
There's going to be a flashy finish for this year's Aquatennial with the largest fireworks show in Twin Cities history. WUSA, along with WLOL, will present the Video Update Aquatennial Sky Concert Sunday, and it'll be a show put on by the best. Tonight on News 11 Extra, Melissa Young takes us to St. Louis, Missouri, where she caught up with the fireworks masters and takes a behind-the-scenes look at their explosive job.
The proper term is pyrotechnics, but to most people, they're just plain fireworks, loud explosions of color across the sky. This is all you normally see of fireworks, but have you ever wondered how they really work? The fireworks show begins on a barge in a river, a full day before anything is set off in the sky. Work crews with pyrospectaculars carefully unload the shells that have been bought from factories all over the world.
The numbers once set in one spot, and once it's a finale, you can set over into here. Separate them? Yes, please.
The work is long and tedious. Each explosive shell is numbered to match a specific mortar. The mortar will work like a cannon, helping propel the shell into the air.
Don't worry, if they don't go in, just shove them in. They'll go in. I'm guaranteed one thing. If you get them down, they will come up.
The shells are then wired into the circuit strip that connects to the firing console.
What we do is we hook these batteries up here, battery packs here, put it on fire, which I'm not going to do at this time, and then touch the probe to each corresponding number.
That connection sends the shells flying and provides the flash and color that always ignites a crowd.
Tomorrow we'll show you how all this pyrotechnology comes together for a big finish. Melissa Young, News 11 in St. Louis, Missouri.
This Sunday at dusk, you can see the pyrospectaculars work firsthand in the skies over the Mississippi near downtown Minneapolis.
I can hardly wait till tomorrow night. I want to see how that ends.
And you always have to,
Absolutely. Anything to ooh and ah in the weather department?
Well, first, let me extend a sincere backyard salute to the folks down at the White Bear Avenue Parade. They made me feel right at home. Nice bunch of people, and I thank you for that. Tonight, mostly clear skies, 57, and here's what the map will look like tomorrow. Plenty of bright sunshine once again for us, a high of 85. A few of those storms over the western Dakotas could straggle in here by Sunday with highs up around 90 over the weekend. Tommy?
All right, Paul, tomorrow night we will look at the art and the sport of bodybuilding, both men and women, and tonight in baseball, in case you missed it, Detroit beat the Twins by a score of 7-2. Same teams tomorrow night at the Metrodome. Paul, Diana?
That'll do it for us tonight. I'm glad this is over. I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm just a brick short. You know? I really am. Wandering around crazed, aren't I? See you back here tomorrow.
Good night.
You show me how to get home, huh?
Push.